So guys, yesterday BLord go court. As it's yesterday, for social media, nobody let us hear what again. BLord have been granted bail. BLord have been granted bail. Until now, when video do one video and say BLord, say they get am bail, but it gets a correct condition and say may do, may bring international passport and the rest. Say yesterday, no present and say BLord was returned back to the correctional center. BLord is inside Kuje up till on Monday. When they bring those passports and those things in front of you, it is BLord. And this lawyer, he gets a kind details about BLord and everything. They explain everything. Say, in case you don't know, Nigeria get law. Nigeria get law. So just sometimes, some people don't just want to use law. They just you just on their own resolve issue also. You understand? So VDN did the right thing to sue BLord, to write a petition against BLord. Because as for instance, now say the video going to use when they put into your hands now, last now, so now BLord can go reach a course. Come blast, say video not do wise up, you understand? But if you watch it, how many you want to reach the end? You hear what this lawyer talk, You hear what this lawyer talk. As he analyze everything from A to Z, things we need to know about the law. Watch this video, make share this video. Watch the video.
The man here is the person popularly known as BLord. Okay, he's a cryptocurrency guy. He's also a businessman. He has done a number of other businesses. He's popular on the social media spaces. And today, he was granted bail by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. In this video, we look at the conditions of the bail. We also look at what is expected of him, having been granted bail by the court. We ask the question whether he will be made to make any deposits to the court before he can be granted bail. Is he going to pay money to the court before he's granted bail? Or before he's allowed to go? We ask the question, can he sue the persons that have kept him in custody for this long? Remember, he has been in custody for a bit of time before being granted bail today. We look at some concerns about the issue of bail in Nigeria in recent time. This is the man that has petitioned him, which petition has led to his being charged to the courts. And today he's been granted bail. So this is the man known as Very Dark Man. And this is BLord today in court, dressed in his Igbo regalia. Now, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has today granted bail to BLord in the case against him and Very Dark Man. Like I said, this is Very Dark Man, right? Now, the trial judge, Justice Rita Ofila Jumogobia, while granting bail to him, ruled that BLord should 1. Submit his international passport to the court. 2. Produce 2 sureties that have good public standing. 3. The judge ruled that he should not discuss the matter in public. 3 conditions. You have seen them here. Now, these are the conditions of bail. The grant of bail follows the formal application made to the court by his counsel. Remember, on the first day of appearance, his counsel said they have filed formal application for the grant of bail. The judge said that the bail application is adjourned to a further date to be taken by the court, and it was taken today and then granted, right? The charge against him is that of impersonation of VDM, Very Dark Man, and the use of the trademark and the use of VDM's face to advertise. VDM is saying that this man has impersonated his trademark, the Rattle Group, right? And that this man has also used his face to do advert without his authorization. Now, remember that on April 1, 2026, BLord had pleaded not guilty to the charge and was thus sent to the court, by the court to Kuje prison for him to stay pending the determination of his bail application. And today, that bail application was granted. Matter has been adjourned to April 27 for continuation of hearing. When they return, it will be for VDM to enter the witness box and then testify to substantiate his claims against BLord. If he succeeds in his testimony and is able to convince the court with cogent and verifiable evidence, then BLord stands the risk of being convicted in accordance with the law. If he is unable to prove these allegations against BLord and to show that what BLord may have done is against the law, then BLord stands acquitted and discharged completely of all these charges, and then he goes home a free man. But it is left for the court to decide what the evidence would be. This is Showore, okay? Showore has lately been, in the last couple of days, he has been at the forefront of the agitation for the release of this man. He has stated clearly that this man was wrongly kept in custody. It's taking too long. He should be released. And this is BLord himself. This is Showore at the courtroom, the activist that is well known across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Other activists were also there in court. Now, we look at the legal implications of what transpired today in court. Number one, by the conditions of bail given, BLord is not expected to make any international travel except with the permission of the court. You know, BLord is a Chinaman. He goes to China to bring iPhones and other smart gadgets to come and sell in Nigeria, right? By these conditions of bail given to him by the court, submission of his bail, of his international passport, he cannot travel again to any country for the time being until this matter is determined, or unless he is given a special authorization to carry his passport by the court. Two, if the two shorties are available to sign his bail bond today, then BLord is expected to spend the night with his family and no more in Kuje prison. Sign, the judge approves it, passport is attached, everything is done, then he goes home. That's how bail works. Implication number three, no money or bond has been mentioned as a condition for the bail. If money or bond, if the court had said 500 million naira as bail bond, the headlines would have carried it, but no headline, no newspaper has carried that. That's money has not been mentioned, okay? But even if there was any mention of money, the law does not require you to pay the money before you go. The money is a bond to be paid, to be forfeited to the court. If the accused person runs away, then the person that stood shorty is expected to pay that bond to the court, forfeit it to the court. Now, no one should pay bail bond to clerks of courts. Please note, if you have any matter in court or you have a relation that has matter in court, is granted bail in the sum of this and that, the judge does not expect that the bail sum should be paid. Don't pay it to any clerk, except the judge clearly requests that it should be paid. Other than that, get clarification from the court. Number four, having been prevented from discussing the matter in public, BLord is expected to avoid interviews with radio stations, TV stations, and other platforms. He is also expected not to discuss the matter on his social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any social media handle. He's not expected to discuss this matter. Now, if the judge did not say this, I'm sure BLord, having come out, would have now taken time to analyze what happened, what the truth is and what the truth is not. Judge is saying, for the fact that this matter is here in court, parties should allow me to handle it, don't discuss it and make it sensational on the social media space. The implication number five is that if BLord does any of the above, if he violates any of the above, right, he stands the risk of having his bail revoked and being sent back to prison. Bail is at the discretion of the judge at any time, so he has the right to allow the bail to continue or to discontinue the bail if there is an abuse of the bail that was granted. But if BLord does not breach any of the above, the court will not revoke his bail until the end of trial. Okay? Number six, and I think this is very important. Number six is that if BLord has been barred from addressing the media, like truly has been barred, okay, it will also be fair that very dark man should not make public statements or public analysis of the matter. Very dark man is a part of this matter. He is the nominal complainant in the eyes of the law. Okay, so it's in this matter. This man is prohibited from making analysis or media interaction on this matter. I am saying that it will also and it will only be fair that very dark man should not make public statements or analysis on the same matter. Now, I have a bit of concern about what's going on with detention of citizens of the country. You know, once a charge is filed, next thing is for the person to be detained, irrespective of the nature of the offense. I have a concern as a legal practitioner. It took BLord about 16 days to secure bail in Nigeria. This man here, it took him 16 days to secure bail in Nigeria. How many days did it take Julius Malema? In South Africa, it took Julius Malema a few hours after conviction to be granted leave to appeal and by implication allowed to go home. That's like bail. Pending appeal. Allowed to go home. Few hours. As the magistrate was convicting him, application was filed for the leave of the magistrate. The magistrate sat back, granted the leave. That's it. But it took BLord 16 days in Nigeria to get bail. It took Julius Malema after he had been convicted. This one is not convicted yet. So I have a problem with our justice system. How these things are delayed and somebody will have to go and spend days in prison when he has not yet been found guilty. Julius Malema had been found guilty. There is the trend in Nigeria today where people are sent to jail to stay for days pending trial beyond the time stipulated in the constitution of the country. Which law is higher than the constitution? No law. And what does the constitution of Nigeria say? When the person is arrested for commission of crime, he should be charged to court within 24 hours. That's the constitution. Or 48 hours, that is 2 days, if there are no courts of competent jurisdiction close by. There are so many courts in Abuja. If this person was arrested on reasonable commission of crime, charge him to courts. Don't keep him in prison, in police custody. And if the person is brought to the court on bailable offenses, the law also requires that the court should grant him bail subject to some conditions. We proceed. There is need to address this issue so that no one is made to spend days in jail when the said person is yet to be found guilty of any offense. Jail should be for offenders. It shouldn't be for those that have just been arrested, that's still innocent. You throw them to jail. All the offenses against BLord, for instance, are bailable offenses. And in law, such person should ordinarily be granted bail on the first day of arraignment. It should be granted bail on the first day of arraignment. What is it? Bail is not that you have been discharged. But people use the denial of bail to oppress others in this country. So all what the other person needs to do is to get the security agencies to press charges against you and also get bail to be opposed on the first day, and bail is shifted to a further date you go and stay in prison. That's the satisfaction of so many persons in this country. And I think that the court should do everything to discourage this practice that is going on in the country. Bail should be granted because the law says it should be granted when the offense is simple, when the offense is bailable. It is only when it is capital offense like murder, kidnapping, and the rest that the law says no. Hold on a little. Don't allow this man to just go back into the society. He will disappear. Keep him. The law allows that to be done. But when it is bailable, bail should ordinarily be granted from the first day of arraignment of the accused person. Like I said, it took Julius Malema, a convict, few hours in South Africa to secure leave to appeal and also secure, permission to go home, which is more like bail pending appeal. I know very well that the days ahead will be very interesting. We get to see how this matter pans out, how VDM is able to present his case with cogent and verifiable facts beyond reasonable doubt, not just mere allegation, but allegation proved beyond reasonable doubt. We get to see how VDM is going to prove that against BLord, and we'll also see how BLord is going to react to the allegations by way of his defense in the court. Like I said, the days ahead will be very interesting, and we wait to see how this matter ends. Don't forget that they can decide to go back to the court and tell the court that this matter has been resolved, that they are withdrawing the matter. No judge will stop them from resolving the matter amicably or withdrawing the matter at any time. They have the right. It's their right to do that. If they sit down as friends and say, okay, we're tired of this, or it doesn't make sense to press this on and so on, the judge will strike it out and the matter ends at that point. But until then, the days ahead will be very interesting. And I thank you so much for watching.